Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Today, Dvesahāyakabhikkhuvatthu, the story of two friends, bhikkhus. Ahombi che sanhita bhasa mano, nadagaro hodi naro bhamato, gopawa gavo ganaya parisana bhagava saminyasa hodi. Abhamite sahita bhasa mano Dhammasāvati anuttamacari Raginca dosinca bahaya mohohan Sammabhajano suvimodha citto Anubhadiyano idava bhuranva Sabhagava saminyasa hoti. Much though he recites the sacred text, but acts not accordingly, that heedless man is like a cowherd who only counts the counts of others. He does not partake of the blessings of the holy life. Let though he recites the sacred text, but puts the teachings into practice, forsaking lust, hatred, and delusion, with the true wisdom and emancipated mind, clinging to nothing of this or any other world. He indeed partakes of the blessings of the holy life. Oh, this is the right translations of the stanza. These stanza were taught by the Buddha when he was dwelling in Jetavana monastery with the reference to two friends, bhikkhus. You know, there were two friends in Savatthi city. One day, they went to Jetavana monastery to listen to the Dhamma from the Buddha. Then after listening to the Dhamma from the Buddha, then they decided to ordain as a bhikkhus together. In their language, they are sensual pleasure. Then after their ordinations, they study Vinaya and some Tipitaka knowledge for 5 years. When they become skillful in Vinaya, especially in Vinaya, then when they have 5 vasas, then they can stay without teachers, and they can stay in the forest without reliable teachers, without teachers. Then after ordination, they asked the Buddha, what should they do? You know, there are two responsibilities in the Buddha's dispensations. One is a Gandhadura, studying all the Buddha's scriptures, Tipitaka. Another one is Vipassana Dura, practicing of Vipassana meditation. Among these two friends, bhikkhus, one is a little bit older than the other one. That is why all bhikkhus says to the Buddha, okay, when they know there are two responsibilities for bhikkhus, studying the Buddha's Tipitaka and practicing meditation. Then I ordained when I was old age. Because of this reason, I have no abilities to study Buddha's teachings for long times. I have no time to study Buddha's teachings for long times. Because of this reason, I will practice Vipassana meditation. Then he learned the practice of Vipassana from the Buddha. Then he went to the forest to practice meditation diligently. Then what happened? After some times meditation practice, then he became Arahanta. Or the other one is still young compared to the other one. Then he decided to study the Buddha's Tipitaka. Then when he studied the Buddha's teaching step by step, then he became Tipitaka, who have knowledge in Tipitaka. After becoming the Tipitaka scholar in Tipitaka, master in Tipitaka, then what happened? He taught Tipitaka to many other bhikkhus, 500 bhikkhus. So he has 500 students. And wherever he arrived, he also preached the Dhammas to many people. So he has many followers. Then he is also the instructor of the 18 group of bhikkhus. We call 18 Nikaya. Then there are also some other bhikkhus. They also learn the practice of meditation from the Buddha. Then after learning how to practice meditation from the Buddha, then they also went to the bhikkhu to stay together, the bhikkhu's dwelling place, to stay together with the Arahanta bhikkhu. Then under the Arahanta bhikkhu's guidance, then many bhikkhus also became Arahanta. Then after some time, they want to pay homage to the Buddha. Because of this reason, they requested from their teacher Arahanta bhikkhus to go to the Buddha. Then he also allowed, okay, when you arrive at the Jetavana monastery, please pay homage to the Buddha with my words. Please send my regards to the Buddha and 80 great disciples, as well as one of my friends. His friend Bhikkhu is, Tipitaka. He is teaching. He is the master in Tipitaka. That is why he is very famous in teaching in the monastery. Then many Arahanta Bhikkhu went to the Jetavana monastery. Then when they arrived at the Jetavana monastery, they paid homage to the Buddha. After that, they went to 80 great disciples one by one. After paying homage to the 80 great disciples, they went to the French bhikkhu. Then they also informed his French bhikkhu, their teacher's French bhikkhu. Where are you come from? Where are you from? Yeah, we came from this forest monastery. Then your friends bhikkhu also sends regards to you. We are disciple or your friend's bhikkhu. Then another group of bhikkhu also came. The same way, they also says, your friend's bhikkhu sends regards to you, whether you are happy or not. We are disciple of your friend's bhikkhu. Then he confused. Then who is my friend's bhikkhu? As soon as he ordained, wearing the Pansukula robes, dusty robes, he entered into the forest. He didn't study any Priyati Dhamma. He has no knowledge in Tipitaka, even one Pitaka. Even maybe, the 1 or 2 stanza, he didn't study. So he has no knowledge in Tipitaka. Why he has so many disciples? Many people came to me, and they also said, we are the disciple of your friend. We are disciple of your friends. Then he cannot be patient with those words. And he looked down on his friends. Is it? Then, one day, he also thought, okay, when he came to here, when he came to me, then I will ask some question regarding the Tipitaka. Then I will make him embarrassed. Then when I ask the questions regarding the Tipitaka, he will not be able to answer my question. Then he will be embarrassed. He want to make a change to his friends in front of many audience. Is it? So he was thinking in this way. Then one day, his friend Aranga Bhikkhu also came to the Buddha to pay homage. Then first, he put his bow and robe in his friend's dwelling place. His friend's kuti first. After that, he went to the Buddha, then pay homage to the Buddha. Then he went to many great disciples one by one, then pay homage to them. After that, he went back to his friend's kuti. Okay, they are sitting together. At the time, there are also many of the Tipitaka masters, disciples around them. They are also sitting around them. Then, when they are sitting together at the same kuti, then Tipitaka Bhikkhu, the master of the Dvesahāyakabhikkhuvatthu Bhikkhu, prepares to ask questions regarding the Dvesahāyakakas to his friend. Then what happened? Then the Buddha knew his intention, unkind intention. He wanted to make his friends into trouble by questioning. Then if he make the noble disciple into trouble, then sure the Buddha also knows the result of making into trouble. Then he will fall into hell after passing away. Because of this reason, then the Buddha had compassion towards the Tipitaka master bhikkhu. Then the Buddha immediately came to their kuti. Then the Buddha also sits on the Buddha's place. Then instead of this Tipitaka bhikkhu, then the Buddha became questioner. The Buddha asked one question to the Tipitaka bhikkhus regarding jhana. What is the first jhana? What is the definition of the first jhana? When they attain the first jhana, how they feel, how they experience. Then Tipitaka bhikkhu couldn't answer the Buddha's question. Then, in the same way, then the Buddha also asked the same questions to Arahanta bhikkhu. What is the first jhana? Then he immediately answered, because he has already practiced himself, although he didn't study Dvesahāyakabhikkhuvatthu too much. Is it? Then in the same way, then the second jhana, the Buddha also asked the Dvesahāyakabhikkhu, then he couldn't answer properly and immediately. Then the Buddha asked Arahanta Bhikkhu regarding the second jhana. Then he immediately answered without hesitation. Different, is it? Dvesahāyakabhikkhu and the practical practitioner is different. Don't worry, although you couldn't study Dvesahāyakabhikkhu, if you are successful in meditation, whatever they ask question, you can answer better than the other Dvesahāyakabhikkhu, is it? Yeah. Then in the same way, the Buddha continued to ask the third jhana, fourth jhana, up to Nivasanyana, Sanyana, jhana, 8 attainments. Then whatever the Buddha asked regarding the jhana attainment, the Dvesahāyakabhikkhu couldn't answer properly and immediately. Whatever the Buddha asked the questions to the Arahanta Bhikkhu, then he could answer whatever the Buddha asked. He could answer all of the Buddha's questions. Then the Buddha continued to ask regarding Magga, Sotapaddi Magga. What is Sotapaddi Magga? When they attain Sotapaddi Magga, how do they feel? What kinds of defilement they destroy, etc. Then Dvesahāyakabhikkhu, okay, he may be able to answer according to his learning knowledge, but not immediately, not properly, not correctly. But when the Buddha asked the Arahanta Bhikkhu regarding the Sotapaddi Magga, then he could immediately answer without hesitation. Then when he answered properly and correctly, then the Buddha also called sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Then the Buddha continued to ask regarding the Sakadagami Magga to the Dvesahāyakabhikkhu. Then he couldn't answer immediately or properly or correctly. When the Buddha asked the Arahanta Bhikkhu regarding the Sakadagami attainment, then he could immediately answer. Then the Buddha also called sadhu, sadhu again. In this way, then Anagami Magga, Arahata Magga, 4 times up to Arahantship. Is it? Then Dvesahāyakabhikkhu couldn't answer. Why? He couldn't practice what he studied. Is it? He studied the Buddha's teaching, all of the Dvesahāyakabhikkhu, then he became Dvesahāyakabhikkhu master. He is also the instructor of the Dvesahāyakabhikkhu. He has many disciples who are learning Buddha's scriptures from his guidance. But the other Bhikkhu didn't study Dvesahāyakabhikkhu too much, but he only just learned from the Buddha how to practice up to Arahanta state, step by step. Then he practically practiced. Then he became Arahanta. The practical knowledge and learning knowledge is different. Is it? Different. Then whatever the Buddha asked regarding jhana or megaphala, then Dvesahāyakabhikkhu couldn't answer correctly, immediately. Then Arahanta Bhikkhu could answer correctly and immediately until the Buddha satisfied. That is why the Buddha called sadhu, sadhu, well done for 4 times. Then at that time, when the Buddha called sadhu, sadhu, then many deva around the Jetavana monastery, then we call Bhoma Deva and Roka Deva, they also call sadhu, sadhu. Then because of this, then Appa Deva also called sadhu, sadhu up to Pimarans. Then there are also many the Dvesahāyakabhikkhu students, bhikkhus around them. Whatever the Arahanta answered, the Buddha called sadhu, sadhu. But when their teacher answered, he didn't call any sadhu. That is why then he criticized the Buddha. They criticized the Buddha. Why the Buddha called the old bhikkhu who has no priority knowledge? Whatever he answered, then the Buddha called sadhu, sadhu. But when our master or Tipitaka answer, he never calls sadhu sadhu. Then he see only the the other bhikkhu's face. Like this. Because of this reason, then they are also not satisfied with the Buddha's answer. Is it? The Buddha is following the other bhikkhu only, not to our masters. In this way. Then when they are having conversation in this way, then the Buddha explains, Bhikkhu Tomaga Acharya Mama Sadhani Patiya Gavo Rekhana Satiso. Bhikkhus, your teacher is like cow hut. You see here cow hut. Convoy, cow hand. Okay, who is taking care of the cow? Then after taking care, what will happen? Then recognize the so. Gawa recognize the so. Your teacher is like cow hut, who is taking care of the cow and our mind dispensation. Mayabana Podo Yatalusia Pencha Korasi, Pripum Janaka, Sami Sediso. Then the Buddha also said, Meshan Podo, my son. Noble disciple. The Buddha called the noble disciple is my son. He said, my son is the one who is the owner of the cow, who can eat, make, ghee, butter, produce all the cows, etc. Protest of the cow. Or he is like the owner of the cow. Or saying this, the Buddha recited those stanzas here. Pohobisi Sahisa Basa Mano. This one just now I already recited this, is it? Then, the cow heads. He is taking care of the cow. For example, he took the cow, many cows, cut hairs from the owner early in the morning. Then he go to the field to feed the cow. Then he was taking care of the cows for whole days. Then in the evening, then he took the cow and back to the owner. Because of this reason, the cow owner gave wages to the cow huts. Is it? Only just salary. But he couldn't take any protest of the cow, like milk, ghee, butter, etc. Is it? But the cow owner, although he didn't work for the hours to feed, whenever he wants, he can have the products of the cow, like such as the milk, ghee, butter, etc. Then he can have. In the same way, there are two bhikkhus. One bhikkhu has great knowledge in the Tipitaka. He studied Tipitakas for a long time. One bhikkhu only just study how to practice vipassana, step by step up to Arahanta stage. Then he practiced accordingly. Then he became Arahanta. Then what happened? The other one is like Kampas. Although he studied Tipitaka, then because of this reason, he also can teach Tipitakas to many disciples. Then many disciples became his disciples. Then maybe sometimes they may support a little amount of requisites. Sometimes will do some duties. Is it? Take care of the teacher. then he will only have such kinds of things, like wave, like salary. But the other person, although he didn't study the Buddha's Tipitaka for a long time, but he practiced meditation and became Arahanta. Then, whenever he wants to enter into what you say with the Dhamma, such as jhana, then he can stay whenever he wants. Then when they attain Megaphala Nibbana, then they can stay with the Plasama fruitions attainment whenever they want. They can enjoy with the Dhamma enjoyment, Dhamma pleasure whenever they want. They are like the owner of the cow. The owner of the cow can have the products of the cow whenever he wants. In the same way, the one who practice the Buddha's teaching practically, they also attain jhana megaphala nibbana attainment. Then whenever they want to enjoy with the Dhamma pleasure, Dhamma enjoyment, they can enjoy. They can stay in jhana, they can stay in plassamapatti whenever they want. They are like the owner of the cow. Then the Buddha, because of this reason, the Buddha praised the person who could successfully practice the Dhamma accordingly, in accordance with the Dhamma. Okay? Then, the other person, although he studied the whole Tipitaka, because of his vast learning, his knowledge, even he got down on the Arahanta Bhikkhu. But he didn't know he became Arahanta, is it? Because of this reason, the Buddha went to their Kuti and the Buddha asked this question. Then the Buddha also praised the Arahanta Bhikkhu. Then the Buddha also prevented the Tipitaka Bhikkhu not to criticize his friend Arahanta Bhikkhu. Then if he criticized, if he accused the Arahanta Bhikkhu, then he will fall into the lower ranks. But the Buddha prevented him not to accuse the Arahanta Bhikkhu. Then after that, the Buddha recited these stanzas. Then at the end of the stanza, many bhikkhu became Sotapanna, etc. Then by knowing this, then may be able to practice the Buddha's teaching. Although you couldn't study like Abhivansa, Tipitaka, okay, don't worry. Then you understand how to practice meditation, how to practice to attain jhana's concentration. You also know how to practice vipassana step by step until you realize nibbana. Then you only just practically practice. Then if you can successfully practice, then you can attain jhana megaphala nibbana attainment. Then you can enjoy with the Dhamma enjoyment, Dhamma pleasure whenever you want, like the cow owner. Then may you be able to practice to attain nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sukhi hotu, nibbana hotu. Sadhu, sadhu, numodami. Sadhu, numoditaban. Kamami kamitaban. Sukhi hotu, nibbana hotu.